Welcome to the FireCAD Orientation Part 2, Creating a FireCAD Project. First, some new terminology. If you're an experienced AutoCAD user, you won't have seen the FireCAD palette. The FireCAD palette is where we control our project. The second thing you will not have seen is the FireCAD Tools ribbon. This is where we're going to find most of the individual commands that we're going to use in our lessons. At this point, we're going to choose the icon in the upper left of the FireCAD palette to create a project. The first thing we do is give the project a name. Any name will do, and we can change it later if we want to. And then we locate where we're going to put the project in the folder that's going to serve as our project folder. Now we're going to register a connection to the server name and database that we're going to use for this project. There are 6 things to do here. We need to enter the server name as shown, cadgen.database.windows.net. Give your project a name, which is whatever you choose to give it. Browse to the same folder you placed the .dwg file into. And then 2 more things. Enter the username as cgreader, and then the password as uppercase P, lowercase m, 99, uppercase A, and then lowercase ctr. Then you click Connect. After the connection to the CADGen master database has been made, you choose the brand or brands of equipment you will be using. We recommend you always choose generic because that has things like water flow switches and tamper switches, and if you forget something, don't worry, you can always go back and add more later. Once all of our components have been selected from the templates, we let FireCAD create the project. It's creating an ATP file, which is the database which will be synchronized with our .dwg file. Now that our project has been created, the important next step is to associate the .dwg with the project. This is where the .dwg and the ATP are synchronized so that the database keeps track of everything we do in our project. Although the AutoCAD drawing that we're going to use can be opened with the standard AutoCAD File Open command, we recommend double-clicking it in the FireCAD palette window. This guarantees you're opening the correct DWG and not some other file by the same name. Now let's look at the contents of our project folder. We notice that we have a backups folder, an XML file, an ATP file, which we just created, and the DWG file that we put in there previously. Now let's move on to part 3, using the FireCAD template.